If good is genetic, where is bad or evil from? If evil is genetic, how can we punish them for what they are genetically made up to be?
Good and evil are not genetic. They're not. Nature is amoral. There is no good or evil in nature. Good and evil and morality are human constructs, or constructs of some kind of a mind.
It seems to me that you have, in your reply, taken back everything you said earlier in this debate. You were asked earlier to account for morality. Where does it come from? And you basically said it comes from our Darwinian genetic origin. Now you're telling us that no, our genetic origin is neutral. It might predispose us in certain selfish ways, help myself, help my kid. But we're asking you, we're not even talking about Mother Teresa-like great acts of simple things. I get into a bus. An 80-year-old woman steps in. I give her my seat. She's not my grandmom. And I'm not doing it for reciprocal altruism. I'll give you my seat, old lady. Next week I want your seat. It's a simple act of decency, and it has no Darwinian explanation. Here's a further point, if I may. Not only can Darwinism not account easily for good, it can't even account for evil. Ask yourself this question. We all understand why a lion would want to eat an antelope. But have you ever met a lion that wants to wipe out every antelope on the planet? There's something about human evil that puts it in a different, non-Darwinian category.
The next question is for you. Starts with a quote from you. "We can be good without God, but we won't know why." What I want to know is, why is it important that we know why we're good? Why is it not enough for us to be good just because?
I think that it's possible to accept good as a fact in the world, but the truth of it is much of our lives is a kind of struggle between the way we are and in some ways the way we ought to be. We operate in this on these dual levels. And we do so individually, we also do so as a country. We'll say things like, we need to do more to eradicate racism. Well, hidden in there is the idea that we may be good people, we may have our Darwinian genes and so on, but there's a sort of hidden standard here. This is what America should look like as a race-free or racism-free society. We've got to make asymptotic progress toward that ideal. So it's not irrelevant to ask, where are these competing voices in my head coming from? Am I just hearing things? I mean, morality is so ubiquitous that if someone didn't have it, we would call them a sociopath or a psychopath, and far from having a philosophical discussion with them, we would take them away in a straitjacket. So morality is a fact in the world. We all know it. In some ways, it's the most powerful argument for a transcendent because it inheres inside of us.